Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Paradise Killer. Last time we left off, we talked to Carmelina Silence and Yuri Knight, up here? Where was he? Oh, he was behind me. I think he's like down there or something. I don't, you know what? There, he's right there. He's right there. So, last time we did that, who are we gonna talk to this time? Anybody we're near? We have some things to check up on with Crimson and Lydia. We also got some things with Akiko and Henry. There's Debadi over there. We also have some things to check up on with you. You know what? You're close. Why don't we just go ahead and check on this thing that we have to see with you. Fantastic crystallized tear necklace. Rare and highly prized. Sometimes people inflict misery on others in an attempt to pan for them. Alright, so yeah, you're just right up here. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what new thing you've got to say, why don't we? Since you are so close. And yeah, I do still want to get up there and grab that thing, but I still don't know how. I mean, I'm guessing I gotta fall from up there, but... man. Some interesting platforming challenges in this game, I'll give it that.
Halt! What do you want, freak?
Exactly the same.
Still investigating.
Got it.
Yeah. Do we have to go through this every time? Just take me. Yeah. Okay. I thought that was mostly just going to be the same stuff. Case files. Yuri's alibi. Did you see Yuri last night?
How dare you?
He is my secretary investigator. It would be strange were I not to see him. Before seeing Witness? So that was before you went to Witness's apartment? Yes, we concluded our business for the day, and he left to deal with the fairy woman from the celebratory gardens. Okay. Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? Do you know anything about the murder of the Marshal Guards outside of the council building? Losing fine marshals to a killer like that is a tragedy. Unfortunately, I don't have any further insight for you, investigator. Second Holy Seal. What do you know about the Second Holy Seal? It's one of the big mysteries, isn't it, investigator? You're the architect and you don't know? Security. It's the only bit of the island I don't design.
Craft is its own reward.
It is better for the council to design their security and keep the secret to themselves. Alright, so that's all. Guess we can hang out again. Can I ask you something, architect? How can I help, Lady Lovedyes? This island has an air of
We have
quietude.
achieved perfection.
Indeed it does. There is balance here. Where does the balance come from? Positioning of function creates form. The function of the islands are arranged as a diamond on a compass. Everything has a place only it can have. Architectural style. You place function over form.
This is nonsense.
It is a folly to prioritize form over function. Without function, a design is worthless. An architect that is scared of function and tries to hide it away is a coward with narrow tastes. Meaning? How do you mean? It is not happenstance that I chose to expose the workings of the island. I choose to expose the workings of the island. For example, electricity meters on the side of the buildings are not hidden in a more form-fitting hatch or closet. They are exposed and allow us to appreciate their function. If we can find function visually appealing, we have grown.
Craft is its own reward.
The circumstances you find yourself in are of course terrible, but I do hope you enjoy your time exploring this island. Thank you for your time, architect. Hey. So she likes function over aesthetic, basically. Which is an interesting idea, and I mean, if they're just gonna destroy it all anyway, I mean, why not, you know? But I do notice they have a lot of flowers planted for... I mean, the area does still look really nice. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not like it's just concrete city blocks and stuff, and that's it. What's in there? Not much going on there. We should just go talk to the other new characters if we can. So I want to go investigate this guy. Over here. There's also apparently a ghost over here. Hello. Is there seriously something? Yep, there's a blood crystal on top of that thing. Yeah, and this guy's over here too, so... You're our other new character to investigate. The Mountain Gorge. Okay. What was that? Nothing? Okay. Just trying to make sure I don't see anything. You know what? Let's go explore over here. A little bit at least. The Valley of Statues, huh? Just thought I would check this place out, because I don't think we've ever been over here. Have we? Seems like a pretty dead area back here, but there's a teleport point here, so it must be important for some reason, right? Let's just go ahead and unlock it. Alrighty. Oh, this is just Henry's place. Never mind. Oh, yeah, this is just Henry's place. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's all this was. I mean, I suppose we can give this another once-over, now that we kind of know what to look for. Shinji just way over there on top of that building. And yeah, we jumped down last time, down there, because we saw, yeah, the marks here. Yeah, and we've already looked at this. Drag marks. Yeah. And now it's raining. Alright, so let's just go up the mountain this time, because last time I jumped off before exploring up this place. But I can... Oh wait, no I can't. Not from here. How do I get up there then? Because there's a thing up there. Alright, well, let's just go over here and talk to Red Skeleton Boy, who I think is someone's brother? I believe. And maybe possibly like a demon or something now? Like what? He has a horn growing out of his head and he's a skeleton, so... I mean, I don't see another way that could happen besides him being like possessed or something. Okay. The shame of Lady Love dies. She is deceived by damned Harmony. He tries to let the god hunters onto the island to kill us. Praise be to Paradise Trigger for saving us. Okay. Maybe that god was trying to warn me about something. Or just wanted to get rid of this island, because honestly it's kind of a shithole. The opulent Ziggurat. 24th island sequence. Just want to check all this place. A lot of skulls. A lot of skulls in this place. Sure, they certainly do like their skulls at this particular location, huh? What is that? So many things get dropped during the rush to be sacrificed at the end. Somebody had a doll of Crimson Acid. Hello, another one of these. Celebration. Our worship reinvigorated one of our beloved rulers. Lost pain awoke from the slumber on the dark side of the moon. Okay. So where's the teleporty spot here? Because I feel like this is probably going to be a location I'm going to want to teleport to at some point. Probably. Alright, so... boom. Go ahead and unlock that. And we get a pyramid thing. Alright, what's in here, huh? You know what, we can buy a drink. Yeah. B2. Fruit juice designed to aid concentration during worship. Offered at a discount price during rituals. Ugh. I don't like that. Oh. Jeez. I mean, I know I should have expected blood when coming in here, but boy. Additional to let blood. Let's go. Blah 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 blah. A carving about the god Moonlight Petal. Expert terraformer and architect, built the eternal labyrinth in a dead star. Killed during the Great Betrayal in her endless city in Siberia. Her corpse is currently buried deep beneath the Russian catacombs. Interesting. Can't help but notice a blood crystal up there as well. Okay, I just want to make sure I know where I'm at here. So we have a lot of these in here, which makes sense, I suppose. Carving detailing the history of the god, beautiful specter, master of the astral hunt, the unending skeleton, scourge of the Caliber solar system. Alright. I have a feeling there's probably going to be a lot of these in here, huh? Or is it just going to be those two? Nope, there's another one. And another one. Okay, well, we got a lot of these to check out. I'm going to be letting a lot of blood. I hope you ate before we came here, Love Dice. Carving about the god Vile Embrace, the horrifying twins journeyed across the stars to find new races to dissect. A carnal god whose worshippers engage in extreme sex. Interesting. The extreme sex god. Additional, yep. Blah, 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 blah. Destroyed Eden, a huge centaur god that roamed space. He made a crown of asteroids and filled their caves with harems of fanged men he encountered on a dying planet. Man. These gods are horny, aren't they? These some horny gods. Of course, I guess a lot of gods are horny. I mean, Zeus was incredibly horny. Shadow Zero, capricious god that caused destruction on every planet she touched. Tentacle-armed goat. Ugh. Not words I ever thought I would hear together. Tentacle-armed goat. Nothing hiding back there. We might not be finding any clues in this place per se, but it's still an interesting location to explore because it does give us a lot of lore and everything. Are you the tentacle-armed goat? That certainly looks like a tentacle-armed goat. Hi, tentacle-armed goat. Alright, so up here, what do we got? Thought maybe we could find some information here. Faulty worship stamp. When a citizen completes their allotted worship quota in a day, the report card is stamped. It is... Ugh. It is also stamped over for over-worship. I hate this place. This place is awful. Jeez. They have a report card for how much worship they do, and they're always just gonna die at the end anyway. Oh, hi, Shinji. There's an awful lot of random crap scattered around the island, isn't there? The vignettes of lives once lived. That's a poetic way of saying trash. You're just scooping it all up, aren't you?
Is here.
The answers to mysteries are everywhere. Sorry, I'm keeping you from your hobby of collecting garbage. Don't let me interrupt. Yeah, you know what? I like collecting garbage. Some of the garbage is useful. Excuse me? These controls seem to move the walkways across the pools. I wonder if I can find the right combination to let me cross. Oh. This is going to be a puzzle I'm very bad at. So, let's see. So I made one here. Allowed me to get here, but I need this one to move here. So, let's go back up there and see if we can turn that one. I hope these things don't, like, turn all of them. That would be a pain. Hopefully it's much simpler than it looks. Okay, that's not so bad. No, that's not so bad. What do you do? Oh, you screw things back up, is what you do. Well, what if I turn you again? Okay. And then I turn you again. Okay, what does the fourth one do? It turns both of you. Got it. So we need that one to be correct. So that's good. Okay, and then we can turn you? No, that's the wrong one. Whoops. No, we want to turn that one again. I gotta keep in mind which one turns that. Is it the first one that turns you? Yeah, no. Okay, the first one turns all three. Okay, so the first one's very dangerous. Was it the third one that turned you? Yeah. There's a third one that turned you. Oh, cool, I got it. There, I can walk across now. Okay, I kind of just stumbled onto that while I was poking my way around the puzzle, but whatever, we did it. I was just trying to understand what all of them did, and I just happened to stumble across the solution. Hey! Luck is a stat, and mine is like 10. I wouldn't say I'm overly lucky, but that was a critical roll, it was. Okay, boom. Alright, we good? We good? What's gonna be up here? I had to solve a puzzle to get up here, so this better be something good. Just Shinji. Syndicate Graveyard. Okay. We got this. Where do you lead? You lead back outside. I unlocked it. Okay. So I can get back here if I ever need to. Hello. Hello. It's a real shame about the murder, isn't it? Hard to have a good time when everyone's so worked up. I'm trying though, I really am. I'm off to hunt crows. Have fun? Okay, so we got some things going on here. These are nightmare computers, correct? Yeah. Okay. Ooh, and I can't actually solve this one. Okay, so that's... And we gotta go to Cosmos. It's gotta be... Whoops, not that. Let's see, you, and you. And then we go back to goat, and you, and you. There we go. Blood vial, grace, bloodlines obtained. Blood vials are sealed into coffins so they can't be used illicitly after death. Why is one last kiss directing me to grace bloodlines blood vial? One last kiss. That was that one character we talked to. I kind of had forgotten what they said at this point, but it says, why are they directing me to this blood vial? This is a grave of Grace Bloodlines, Henry's murder victim from when he was arrested. Starlight can verify that this is her blood vial. Haunted, complex, drifting sand, satellite? What? That's her unique blood code. This is Grace Bloodline's blood vial. Why does One Last Kiss want me to find this? Oh yeah.
All around you, investigator.
Do you understand, investigator? Starlight confirms that this is Grace Bloodline's blood vial. Haunted, complex, crescent, drifting sand, satellite. That's the blood code from the vial, correct?
The investigator is here.
You could only know that code if you were Grace Bloodlines, our chief exorcist. You were murdered by Henry when he was arrested.
Aren't you paying attention, investigator?
Those are facts, but are they the truth?
Are you paying attention, investigator?
What keeps someone from moving on? An obligation? A purpose? An unending rage?
That's weird.
Your murder was set up? Or was it the wrong place at the wrong time? Who can say? The truth is all around you, investigator. You should read this. What is it? The official report of the murder of Grace Bloodlines. What about the Holy Seals? I'd been waiting for that question. Do you know something about them? Another time,
The
investigator.
facts and the truth are not
Wait,
the same.
I'm not done
Those
with
are
you.
Facts, but are they the truth?
Investigator, aren't you happy about
I
last
have a bad
night?
feeling about this.
Hard to be happy about a mass murder. That depends on your perspective. You have benefited directly from this mass murder. No more exile for the great investigator.
There is corruption on this island, investigator.
Demonic taint is the least of our worries when the syndicate is rotten. The council deserve nothing
Got
less. Sounds like you have motive.
Do you understand, investigator?
The syndicate is built on dead bodies. Egos and ambition can only be sustained by death. I'm a casualty on the path, left to bleed out for someone's benefit. Can you imagine what benefit that would be, investigator? The council deserve to die, sliced to ribbons. Concerned corruption? Tell me about this corruption. The Syndicate is full of plotters and conspirators. So many of them have their little games. Last night someone played the winning hand. Pursue. Do you know who did it? Yes and no. I have some answers, but not all. Where were you at the time of the murder? I have no alibi, investigator. You're the one person on this island that knows I exist.
I have a bad feeling about this.
And did you murder the council? Of course not, investigator. They deserve to die, but they deserve to be murdered by someone else. I have a vested interest in the whole system coming down, but not just the top players. If I may offer some advice, the Syndicate are all backstabbers. If you believe there is a conspiracy, break one of the suspects at trial. They'll crumble and will turn on each other. I look forward to our next conversation, investigator. I do hope you have more interesting questions. Okay. New suspect. One last kiss. An unknown player in this madness. Who is she and what does she want? Isn't she supposed to be this character that we just found the blood vial for? Because how else could she know about the blood vial, but...
What the hell?
Maybe not. She disappeared. She's a spirit lingering in this world driven by rage and revenge. Perfect. There's more to her death than the official story. If she was murdered as part of some kind of plot, that gives her real motive for killing the council. Let's look at the report of her murder. Okay, so that is the blood vial we just found, that character. The character who was supposedly killed by Henry 10 years ago. The lead exorcist. Henry became possessed and the arresting officer was Akiko. Akiko requested the presence of Grace Bloodlines, the Syndicate's exorcist. During the exorcism, Akiko left the room and Henry took the opportunity to kill Grace by strangulation. His demonic strength allowed him to break through his restraints and quickly kill her. He apparently carved the same symbol scorched into his skin into Grace's body.
Test me.
Before his arrest, Henry murdered his own mother, Rena Division. He strangled her and scorched her body with demonic sigils.
Sure.
Doom Jazz examined the bodies and confirmed it. Henry was subdued, arrested, and pronounced guilty without a trial. One Last Kiss seems to think this isn't so straightforward. I need to speak to Akiko about the lapse in procedure, and Henry to see if he remembers anything, which is unlikely. Yeah. Maybe Doom Jazz can help since he examined the victims. Okay, we just got a lot of new information about that. So the murder of Grace Bloodlines, that's a new one we got. We got the second Holy Seal stuff. And yeah, Rena's murder, demonic sigil. So we got reason to go talk to Akiko and Henry again now. Okay. Well, we're getting a lot of new information about a lot of people. Let's just go ahead and mark all of these things away. It's going to be really interesting once I actually get to the trial in this particular game. Alright, so what do we want to follow up on now? I hear something happening over here. How do I get over there, though? Over here, I guess? Okay, it's just a blood crystal. Just wanted to be sure. So, what is this other nightmare computer, then? What is... Because, yeah, there's one up here. What do you do? Required software not found. Please visit Starlight's inventory and install any pending updates. Worship. Okay, so I don't have the worship upgrade for Starlight. Which I need to get, apparently. Alright, Oh, hey, is this where you just hang out? Well, I should probably unlock this point, huh? Alright, can I talk to you? Okay, so we can just go through everything with you. Alright, let's do it. Ask, was this Henry? Do you think this was all Henry?
Who would benefit from a crime like this?
Aren't you paying attention, investigator? Of course I don't. I've seen people doing things, loyal servants turn to conspirators. Someone found out how to breach the council building. I was there. I saw them. A devilish plan.
The investigator
Who?
is here.
That would be far too easy. Well, don't you want it to be easy so I can catch these people? Of course, there wouldn't really be a game if I did that, so... If they did do that. Who do you think has motive? Very direct, investigator.
Don't test me.
It's been a long millennia. I'm a little cranky.
The truth is all around you, investigator.
What if there were no more islands to end? Someone wouldn't have a job to
That's
do.
strange.
Witness? And who would benefit from a crime like this? Who would suddenly be called upon to protect
I
against
don't
danger?
like this.
Akiko?
Those are facts, but are
Time to
they the
start.
truth?
Time to start asking questions, investigator. So she suspects Akiko and Witness, because Witness wouldn't have a job if we did find the perfect island, and Akiko wouldn't really be needed either, I guess. What do you know about Akiko? When you have a hammer, all you see are nails. She's been trying to roll more power into her marshals. Power? Akiko wants non-military roles to be taken by her troops. I was on her list. She saw dealing with demons only as a military problem.
Dreadful.
Exorcism shouldn't be done by soldiers. They're not trained for it. Akiko disagreed. So why kill the council? Scare the next council into militarizing. Create a soldier's paradise. Ooh, that sounds
Mystery
awful.
awaits.
Do you think that's enough of a motive? Henry? Did you say Henry while you were floating around the island last night? Did I? Didn't I? I don't
Got
want to
it.
say.
Those
Why?
are facts.
That's the
But
key
are
to
they
this
the
whole
truth?
thing. You need to investigate it yourself. What can you tell me about the sigils scorched into Henry's skin? Demons speak in arcane tongues. During a possession, the demon is screaming in rage. The victim screams in the tongue of the demon, but the noises humans are capable of making are too
What
limited.
mysteries are around us?
We cannot pronounce demonic languages. We don't have the vocal range or understanding. Sometimes the demon's psychic force wills the words into existence. This can take a number of forms: telepathy, unearthly sounds, loss of vision, and so on. In Henry's case, the white-hot rage of the demon caused the sigils to be scorched on his body. His body was burned from the inside. His insides are probably destroyed. His physical form is being held together by the demon. Do these sigils affect anyone else? Those he comes into contact with also have them scorched into
Sure.
them. What kind of contact? A strong embrace. The skin needs to be pressed against another skin for several seconds. The same sigils were found drawn in blood at the crime scene. Would Henry have done those?
You paying attention, investigator?
Drawing is an expression of the human mind. When you draw, you communicate something in your mind outwards. The demon has already found a way to express its emotion outwards by scorching Henry's body. The demon already has a canvas. It doesn't need another one. So why are those symbols at the crime scene? Potentially to make everyone think it was Henry?
What mysteries are around us?
That's for you to find out, investigator. I'm only an expert on demons, not
Got
crime
it.
scenes. Could the demon make Henry draw
Mystery
them?
awaits.
The demon does not control Henry. It causes him to act, but he chooses to act. Do you see the difference? But he chooses how to act. Like a boss that tells you what to do, but not how to do it. Precisely. If Henry were to do that, he'd be doing it under his own volition. I don't know about you, but I can draw characters from a language I don't understand. That makes Yuri kind of suspect, because he had all the demonology books. Witness's motive. Tell me why Witness might want to kill the
Enjoy
council.
Perfect man sank, investigator.
Witness is damaged. He's whipped himself up into a religious craze. He started thinking things that shouldn't be thought about. What things? He's become apocalyptic, fatalistic, convinced the end is upon us. How does a ghost know this? Before I died, he came to see me. He had questions about demons, and I was the exorcist after all. He'd become fixated on the idea that a sea of demons could crash upon the island and wipe us out. A flood sent by the gods to wash away
The
sin.
investigator is here.
What did he want to know from
Mystery
you?
awaits.
Are there signs to look for? Can we divine from the stars if a flood is coming? Harmless questions from someone who has the responsibility of overseeing the end of the islands. His role is to look for signs that an island is going to end and to make sure the death and birth happen
Who
properly.
would benefit from a crime like these?
The innocuous questions came first, then he started asking about initiating a demonic invasion or using demons as weapons. Why ask about that? He dressed it up in pretense about the warning signs of the end of an island. I'm not a fool, though. You don't ask those questions unless there is dark
The
intent.
investigator is here.
What did you tell him? How demons enter the islands, how possession works, all standard topics that everyone in the syndicate is educated on. So why was he asking? I think he was hoping for some nuance or detail that wasn't public knowledge. I didn't give anything away. There are forbidden secrets that the Exorcist
Crime
guards.
cannot hide.
Let me ask a direct question. Do you think Witness was trying to use demons to cleanse the island? That I can't say. He certainly was fixated on it, though. Okay, so Witness has a lot of reasons for potentially wanting to keep the islands around, and he has some knowledge about how to do so as well. Yuri. Did you see Yuri last night?
Understand, investigator?
He was in the gardens last night, investigator, but what if there was a gap? You should speak to Lydia. Alright. Second Holy Seal. What do you know about the Second Holy Seal?
Are you happy with your truths?
The mystery of mysteries. What is it? What's the secret? A closely guarded secret. People have found the answer.
Sure.
Who? That's too
Just
easy.
Like this.
I'm a busy woman. You are, but the path is worth treading. I have seen things, people talking, things being discarded. You'll need to search behind contrivances. In your professional opinion, could the demon possessing Henry keep Henry alive in the depths of space? There haven't been any recorded incidents of it, but the universe is a vast and mysterious place. When a demon possesses a person, they fuse with them, sometimes purely physically, sometimes only physically. Or psychically. Henry's demon did both. It exerts a significant power over Henry. Enough power to allow his body to withstand a vacuum. Demons are not from our planet. They come from the most terrifying reaches of the cosmos. They are attuned to space in a way we can never be. Some demonic races exist only as psychic shadows. Some navigate the edges of black holes. Some bend cosmic energy into huge cities. The right demon could definitely hold a human body together while outside of our world. What about psychically feeling out, manipulating a lock on another planet? The Second Holy Seal sounds thrilling, investigator. It varies from race to race, but most demons understand space far better than us. They understand that the cosmos isn't just physical, it exists as a psychic plane as well. Some demonic races can see the psychic shape of space. They can see the essence of everything and how it is linked on planes we can't comprehend. What are the chances of the demon possessing Henry being one that can hold his body together in the vacuum of space and psychically perceive the inner workings of a secret lock?
Do you understand, investigator?
What are the chances of the council being murdered and the exiled investigator being brought back? Slim, then. You need to decide what the truth is. Wow, you have a lot of information for me. Murder of Grace Bloodlines. What happened? Tell me more about what happened. I received a call from our dear Grand Marshal. She had arrested someone that was possessed and needed an exorcism. I was meeting with architect Carmelina at the time. A meeting about what? The next island, Perfect 25. One of her obsessions has been creating structures that repel demonic corruption. She asked to come with me to view the exorcism. Is that normal? No, but I understood her interest. We arrived and she inspected the scene before I started my exorcism. She left to wait outside the apartment. Henry was secured and Akiko stepped out of the room to speak to Carmelina. I slipped into my meditative trance to perform the exorcism.
The truth is all around you, investigator.
Planes of existence whirled around me. I was lost in a maelstrom with no sense of place or
Enjoy
direction.
Perfect 25, investigator.
Then the life was being choked out of me. I have no idea who the attacker was or which direction they came from. I died, murdered. A short while later, I was floating above the island. I felt an all-consuming rage. I drifted towards the heavens, but my fury allowed me to claw my way back onto the island. Now here I am.
Sure.
These islands,
What
huh?
mysteries are around
More
us?
than you know. KHX is missing. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? Another mystery for the great investigator. I don't know what happened to him, but he's still on the island somewhere. Really? Are you talking about his body or him? Because, I mean, didn't we find his corpse? Grand Marshal last night. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
You paying attention, investigator?
Speak to the Grand Marshal, investigator. See if you believe her. Carmelina? Did you see the architect
Do you
last night?
understand, investigator?
Have you asked a witness? Convenient she was there, isn't it? Crimson? Did you see Crimson last night? You should speak to her. She doesn't have an alibi anybody can corroborate. So you're like our main source of information, it seems, because you'll give us a lot of stuff on just about everybody. Did you see the doctor
Who
last
would
night?
benefit from a crime like these?
His clinic holds a secret. Yeah, I know that. So you just give us hints, basically. What do you know about the escape
Are
last
you
night?
happy with your truths?
Everyone is lying. What about the distance and time? Have you checked that? Did Henry go through the Syndicate HQ? He'll have logged if he did. Yeah. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years
What
ago?
mysteries are around us?
Was his possession when these wheels were set in motion? You should find out. What if someone set him up? What if this was part of the plan? What if someone needed to trigger the end of the island? What if someone accessed the grimoires in the library? Yeah. So this is a lot of stuff we already know just from exploring. Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside of the council building? The council building is awash with evidence, investigator. Check everywhere. What secrets does the sea hold? What about reaching for the sky? Ooh, okay, so that's new. We didn't know about that. Demonology? So we can ask more about that. Let's just hang out for now. Got time to chat? I have all the time in the world until the island
The
ends.
investigator is here.
I want to ask you about being deceived by a god. You're the expert in that, aren't you, investigator? You are our exorcist. You're the expert in all things astral. I want to know how it happens. The victim catches the attention of a god. The god begins to speak to them in their dreams. Why do you think you caught the attention of a god? Paradise Psycho Unit. I was the head of the Paradise Psycho Unit. A perfect target for the machinations of a god looking for power. Damned Harmony saw an opportunity with you, the key that would unlock the Syndicate. He wanted to kill us all and feed off the released psychic energy. The Immortal Syndicate have a lot of energy to give off. He might have resurrected. Grim, the only god. He'd have been the only god in town. The gods have no sense of community, do they? Frighteningly antique, yet they have learned
Do
nothing.
you understand, investigator?
Stay out of the shadow of your past, investigator. Alright. She's saying, don't worry. Alright, we'll ask about demonology next time, because this is already at 37 minutes, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Paradise Killer, and I will see you next time.